and security personnel, they are confident that improvement in their life and their capability is going to be under your administration. I know that was a very heavy obligation. Second was you set out clear parameters about how you want to respond to that aspirations of security personnel. That is essentially under 4 broad outlines. One, you wanted to improve the tactical, operational capability of the defense and security forces. Second, you wanted to improve their welfare. And finally, you instructed us, including the Minister of Defense, that you wanted to improve the international standing and image of the defense and security forces. The first one, which is the tactical capability, under your leadership, you have instructed us to ensure that we increase the intelligence capability of the intelligence infrastructure. That is the CISU and ONS. We have spent a lot of money. Today, the intelligence capability of Sierra Leone, compared to our neighboring countries, has appreciated a lot. Today, as a government, we can boast of tactical powers that has allowed us to maintain peace and security and diffuse tension in this country under your instruction. When it comes to the operational capability, we have also bought a lot of vehicles. Today, we spent money to improve the operational intelligence vehicles of the police force. We have bought additional vehicles for the police, and we are in the process to negotiate additional vehicles to improve the mobility capacity of the police under your instruction. We have also bought additional mobility stuff for the military, the RSLAF. For the first time since independence in this country, that under your instruction, we have bought for the military customized vehicle. These are not civilian vehicles, these are military vehicles. They are spare parts, you cannot find them in any shops. So these are military vehicles, they are not electronic, but they are modern vehicles to increase the operational capability of the RSLAF, particularly to enforce a forward patrol basis. As we are speaking today, we have 4 of the forward patrol bases that are up and running, which has no doubt attracted admiration from our Guinean counterpart. When I was going to Guinea recently, one of these vehicles accompanied me to the border, and to the admiration of the Guinean army, they all came, they were surrounding the vehicle like a lantern, because they realized that these are military-made vehicles. All this is under your instruction. Also, on the operational capability, we are trying to fix a communication of the military, the RSLAF and the police to enhance their capability for rapid response. We have built, like the Minister of Internal Affairs said, additional police stations. For the first time, we've decided to build an operational police base at the Lumley Beach, just to improve security at the Lumley Beach, along the Lumley Beach Golf Course Lumley axis. And we are going to officially launch that in the next coming days. On the welfare issue, His Excellency, under your instruction for the first time in this country, that in the past 3 years, this government has increased by 25% the salary of all defense and security officers. It means by 2023, defense and security officers will have a salary increment of about 100%. That has increased the morale.
Today, so cannot work. We cannot talk about development. We cannot talk about Christmas or anything if we do not have security. So tonight, we have organized this evening, as we have done in the past couple of years, to acknowledge the great work that you do, the hard work that you do, the many times you stay up at night just to make sure that our nation is safe. It is not easy to do the things that you do, and it is not apparent to everybody, but it is apparent to me and my leadership. And this is my way of saying a big thank you to all of you for the many times that you work at night, for the many times that you leave your loved ones and family to go around just to make sure that others are safe. Without security, nothing happens. And for most members, even of the security sector, they don't even know they are providing security because of the nature of what they do. Several people today have accounted for several agencies and sectors that work together for security. What is important in the past couple of years is that we have been able to stitch you together, to work together. So that synergy, which is so important for your work, is beginning to show. The police cannot work alone. The military has a totally different function. And for the most part, we see them when the traffic is jammed, they are also in it. They don't do anything about it. Because that's not their responsibility, their day-to-day responsibility. That is why there is enough blame to go around for the police all the time. The Tifo na police. Traffic block na police. We call 12 o'clock na net, they don't respond na police. Everything is the police. I don't envy you in the police, because we expect you to work 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That is a huge task. But how many of us do recognize how difficult it is to provide that all-round, all-year security? Not even a lot of our members in the public understand how extremely difficult it is. Yes, we blame them. But what I want us to do as a nation is to provide them with the wherewithal, the motivation, the training, and the equipment so that they can work. It's easy to blame. If you look for if you check for their numbers, they are not enough. By the way, I'm not providing excuses, Mr. IG. I just want them to understand the enormity of the task that you have. And for most of the security sector, when something happen now, going to, they know did it. How many police they wait for dinner every village, every town, or every side, which side there is a commission of crime? It's a huge task. I'm saying this so that we understand and appreciate the role that we play, this sector, and for the general public and the nation to appreciate you and support you. Because first thing, especially when a soldier, they say not drop out to be the good. The people that ask me, where do you go for a soldier? Now the one that we know able to go to school, we don't tie up, we school tie up on them, and then for going to soldier. The police, this is not a place for lefu. You have to be brilliant, you have to be smart. So I want us to blame them as much as we can, but encourage them also, support them, and give them the motivation to do the work. It is collective. What I've enjoyed and what we have engineered in the past couple of years is to make sure that they are all working together. The police, the military, the ONS is coordinating their activities, and a very good point in I will cite was that unfortunate night when we had the fire incident. I was not in this country, but I followed on social media. All the agencies were properly coordinated. They were all there. That was the very first time that you had that level of coordination. Disaster management, that was the lead, provided that support and coordinated. That is what we need, because in a chaos like that, it is very difficult to coordinate. It's extremely difficult. Somebody even told me it rained, and by daybreak, most of the bodies were at sea. It was a lie, but that is what we are good at in Sierra Leone. Everybody was accounted for. And all the others who suffered burns were taken to various hospitals. So, I don't want us to relax. I don't want us to give up in the face of criticism. I do criticize the police myself. I want you to do more. I expect you to do more. That is because out of frustration, there is too much indiscipline in Sierra Leone. People are quick to take the law into their own hands. A simple accident, they jump at you. Decent man, they will pick you up for a mistake which may not even be yours. That should not happen. But even the police suffer, because I remember a few weeks ago, I think they grabbed the police who went there to stop them from rampaging. So there is high level of indiscipline, and that is a challenge for us, and that is a challenge we must surmount. Because without discipline, without law and order, which you are the enforcement agency, we cannot live as a civilized society. We cannot function. We will not deliver on the promises we've made. This has to be a law-based, order-based society, and you are the enforcers of the law. That is why, whether you are there or not, when something goes wrong, you are to blame. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, there's enough blame to go around for the police all the time, but I want to register my profound gratitude to all of you in all the sectors, all the agencies, for the great work that you do, and I want to encourage you to work even more. Sierra Leone is moving. It is difficult to notice because we have lagged behind for too long. But we cannot move faster if we, this sector, cannot play its role. So for the many activities that you do, either for safety, at correctional center, fire force, immigration, all of you are contributing. Working hand in glove to make sure that we are safe and secure. We will be able to move this country. We can do it. And that is your task. So as I say thank you to you and acknowledge the great work that you've done, I want to challenge you tonight to do even more. Because if we don't do more, we are never going to move up the development ladder. Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas to all of you and a happy and prosperous New Year. Thank you.
I want to marry